Now the question before us is the following data on the number of girls per thousand boys in different sections of Indian society are given below. This is the table which shows the data in respect of the number of girls per thousand boys in respect of the different sections of Indian society. It means that if we take the section of scheduled caste, the number of girls when the number of boys are 1000, the number of girls are only 940. When we talk about ST, when the number of boys are 1000, the girls are 970. In the same way, when this is the urban area and the number of boys are 1000, the girls are even less, that is the 910. We are to represent this information in the form of a bar graph. So now let us start. Here we have given the information which was given in the table, and now we are to prepare the bar graph. So here we draw the line straight which is known as y-axis. This line which we are now drawing, this is known as x-axis. Now the bars can be drawn vertically as well as horizontally. But normally the bars are drawn from x-axis to y-axis toward upper side, that is vertically. So the information which is changing here and is in mathematical values, we have to mention the same on the y-axis. That is, here we will take number of girls per thousand boys. Here we have forgotten one thing, that when we are to draw the y-axis, we have to add a kink here. Why this kink? Just like there is a kink in the thermometer when we are sick, and the same is used for measuring the temperature. In the same way, here is a kink. Why this kink? Because here the information which is given in the table, the lowest is 910. So now we will have to start from 910 from somewhere in the table. So here we assume that this is the 910, and after every say two lines we take it as 920. So when this difference is 10, how it is 910? So we assume that from this point to this point, this is number of boys, number of girls are 910. So that this is the purpose of kink, that we assume that up to this point the number of girls will be 910. So every 2 points, 2 cells, we are taking the information, adding the information by 10, 930, 940, 950. Here we will take the add on this information up to the point which is 970 is the highest. So we will mention the same on the graph so that we can take it up to say 980, so that we can form the proper graph. So now what is SC? The number of SC girls per thousand boys are 940. So here we will first take SC. It is to be noted that when we are to draw bars, the same should be of equal width in each case, whether it is SC or ST. So now first we will take SC. We are drawing the bar in respect of SC. This is 940. So now there should be also equal distance in the case of each sections, equal distance between the two sections, which will we are taking the distance here. That is when we will take the third, we will take here. That is the equal distance. We are taking from black to this point in equal distance between two. So this is ST, this is 970. So here we will take up to this point 970. The exam you have to draw proper lines, straight lines, because you can rotate the examination answer sheet, but here we cannot. Non SC ST. Here you have to mention this information was in respect of ST. Now this is non SC ST. This information is 920. 920 is this. 920. So now backward districts. Backward district. So here it will be here. This is 950. 950 is here. You can see from the graphs with bars which we are drawing that these are of equal width. That is this equal width, and there is equal distance between each of these bars, which we have to maintain in each and every case. 950. Then non-backward. You mention here non-backward districts. This is 920. Now another is rural. Rural is 930. 930 is here. We are drawing the bars in respect of the information which is obtained from the table which has been given to us in the examination. Now this is the urban. In respect of the urban girls, the information we are adding 910. Backward it was 920. In respect of rural it was 930. Now here it is 910. So now, so far we have formed the bar graph. This is the section which is mentioned on the x-axis. This y-axis was representing the number of girls per 1000 boys. So now what is next in the question? In the classroom, discuss what conclusions can be arrived at from the graph. What we arrive at from the graph? From the graph, we observe that the maximum value is in case of ST and the minimum value is in the case of urban. Minimum value 970 is the highest, 910 is the lowest. So we will write it from the graph, we come to conclusion that the maximum number of girls per thousand boys is present in section, maximum number of girls in section which we were have seen from the graph was from the scheduled tribe in the section ST. And what other information we had drawn from the graph, that the minimum number of girls per thousand boys is present in section urban. It means that the maximum number of girls as compared to boys is present in section ST, and the minimum number of girls per thousand boys is present in section urban. When the number of boys are 1000 in each case, in the case of ST, the girls are 970, and in the case of urban areas, the girls are 910, which is the minimum. We also observe, we also come to the conclusion that, what conclusion? We will see the graph. You see here from the graph that in the case of SC and ST section, the number of girls are higher as compared to non-SC ST. In the case of backward districts, the number of girls per thousand boys are higher in comparison with non-backward districts. And in the case of rural section, the number of girls per thousand boys are higher as compared to urban. That is, these two are higher in comparison to this. This one is higher in comparison to this. This is higher in comparison to this. So we will write here that we come to the conclusion that number of girls per thousand boys is higher or greater, whichever you like, you can add greater in SC/ST section. SC and ST section, then in non-SC ST section. Now, in backward districts, then in no backward districts, is higher in backward district section than in non backward districts section. higher in number of girls per 1000 boys is higher in rural in comparison to urban. Is number of girls per 1000 boys is higher or greater in rural section than in urban section. You can also write it as in rural area than in urban areas. Thanks for watching. If you like our course, please spare some time to give star rating to our course.